The story starts with Null, a powerful being trapped on the planet Clintar. He explains how light disturbed his peace, which led him to create the symbiotes. But later, the symbiotes betrayed him and locked him up on Clintar. To escape, Null needs a special key called the Codex. This codex forms when a symbiote brings its host back to life after death. The codex is inside Venom and Eddie Brock because, in the first Venom movie, Venom saved Eddie's life after Riot killed him. This bond between Eddie and Venom gave them the codex, making them targets for Null and his army. Null sends his Genophage army to find Eddie and Venom. He opens a portal to send the Genophage into Eddie's universe. The story picks up from the post-credit scene of Spider-Man: No Way Home. In that scene, Eddie was in a bar in the MCU, Earth 616. However, after Doctor Strange's spell, Eddie returns to his original universe, but a tiny piece of Venom stays behind with the bartender. Back in his own world, Eddie walks through an empty street. Suddenly, a portal opens, and the Genophage arrives on Earth. Eddie hears strange sounds coming from a basement, where wild dogs are locked in cages. Just as Eddie tries to free them, the people who trap the dogs attack him. Eddie transforms into Venom and defeats the attackers by eating their heads. But when Venom goes back inside Eddie, the Genophage loses track of him since the Codex is only visible when Venom is in full form. The scene shifts to Area 51, which the government plans to shut down in 3 days because it isn't useful anymore. However, the real work happens in an underground lab called Area 55. In this lab, Dr. Payne and Dr. Sadie Christmas study symbiotes captured on Earth. One of their prisoners is Toxin, a symbiote bonded with Dr. Mulligan. Toxin warns the doctors that Null is hunting the Codex, and once he gets it, he will destroy everything. Dr. Payne believes Toxin's story, but Agent Rick is suspicious and thinks the symbiotes have another agenda. Eddie decides to go home and sneaks onto an airplane with Venom's help. But when the plane shakes from turbulence, Venom comes out in full form. This allows the Genophage to spot him and jump onto the plane mid-air to attack. Venom retreats into Eddie to hide the Codex again, causing Eddie to fall from the plane. Luckily, Venom creates a parachute to help Eddie land safely in a remote area. Eddie becomes frustrated with Venom, asking why he keeps hiding. Venom explains that if he stays in full form, the Genophage will catch them. They need to find a way to escape the desert. Eddie finds a horse, and Venom transforms into a Venom horse to carry them to safety. They reach a river but are ambushed by Agent Rick and his team. They use a vibration beam to separate Venom from Eddie. Agent Rick captures Venom and takes both of them to Area 55. In Area 55, the scientists feel sorry for Venom because he is weak without Eddie. Dr. Christmas frees Venom, allowing him to bond with Eddie again. Once they are reunited, the Genophage arrives, causing chaos in the lab. Many of the captured symbiotes bond with the scientists, including Agony and Lasher. Venom realizes that the only way to stop the Genophage is to trap it and use the acid meant to destroy Area 51. Venom sacrifices himself by locking Eddie in a safe spot and dragging the Genophage into the acid chamber. Everything is destroyed, but Eddie survives because Venom protected him before disappearing. In the end, Eddie is alive, but Venom is gone for now. The post-credit scenes hint at future events, with more challenges to come.